Good evening. The Dolores County Broadcasting Network presents the DCTV 4-H evening news program for Wednesday, January 27, 2016. Camera people, Alex and Devlin. Video engineer and producer, Dan. Sound engineer, Brendan. Teleprompter, Edward. Prompter, Myra. With news anchors, Nicholas and Ciara. Meteorologist, Ciara. And this is News Director Brendan and Alvin.
Welcome to the DCTV Weather News Program. Help keep our kids' news show on there by becoming a sponsor. To buy a sponsorship, just call 970-677-4119. Hello, I'm Nicholas, and this is the following story from the Cortez Journal. America to offer direct flight from Durango to LA. American Airlines will offer a direct flight between Durango and Los Angeles on Saturday from June 2nd through August 22nd, said Kip Turner, Director of Aviation and Durango Law, LA, La Plata County Airport. American will operate a service with our CRJ-700 jets, which will seat 70 passengers. The flight will leave Los Angeles at 8:01 a.m. and arrive at the Durango Airport at 11:42 a.m. It will leave Durango at 12:20 p.m. and arrive at Los Angeles at 12:07 p.m. The Los Angeles region is one of the top 5 marketers for Durango passengers, he said. Others include Houston and Chicago, he said. The demand comes from second homeowners, business travelers, and tourists. Now here's the following story from the MIT Technology Review. Can sucking CO2 out of the atmosphere really work? Physicist Peter Eisenberg has expected colleagues to react to his idea with skepticism. He was claiming, after all, to have invented a machine that would clean the atmosphere of its excess carbon dioxide, making the gas into a fuel or storing it underground. But the reception in the spring of 2009 have been even more dismissive than he had expected. They listened politely to his presentation, but barely asked any questions. However, a manager from the lab called him excitedly. The DOE scientists had realized that the amine samples sitting around the table had been bonding with the carbon dioxide at the room temperature, a fact they hadn't much appreciated until then. It meant that Eisenberg's approach to air capture was at least feasible, says one of the DOE lab chemists, Matt Gray. 5 years later, Eisenberg's company has raised $24 million in investments, built a working demonstration plant, and struck deals to supply at least one customer with carbon dioxide harvested from the sky. Now here's another story from the Durango Herald. Culinary art program shifts from college drops course. It was short notice, but Mana Soup Kitchen has gone to Plan B after Southwest Colorado Community College canceled its culinary arts class that was secluded to start on January 18th. We're doing it ourselves, said Casey Thompson, executive director of the Soup Kitchen. The students won't get college credit, but they'll be issuing their own certifications. Most of the people we're working with want a job and just need the skills. The class will start Monday at an organizational meeting. Tuesday, 11th, students signed up. One more than the SWCC said it needed to pay instructor Arnold Chef Safari Ngambao. At the time the college made its decision, 6 students had signed up. Mackenzie Miller, who is Mana's culinary manager, will take the lead as an instructor and plan to bring in a certified chef at least once a week with the students. And here is Ciara.
Hi, my name is Ciara and I'll be giving you dumb laws in Massachusetts. It is illegal to give beer to hospital patients. Who's going to do that other than Homer Simpson? Shooting ranges may not set up targets that resemble human beings. At a wake, mourners may eat no more than 3 sandwiches. Tomatoes may not be used in production of clam chowder. Snoring is prohibited unless all bedroom windows are closed and securely locked. Quakers and witches are banned. An old ordinance declares goatees illegal unless you first pay a special license fee for the privilege of wearing one in public. Bullets may not be used as currency. And now I'll be giving you the current weather. The current temperature is 30 degrees. The high for today was 34 degrees. The low was 20 degrees. Winds are from 1 to 10 miles per hour from the northwest. The barometer is at 30.40 inches and is falling. The humidity is at 35%. Today there has been 0 hundredths of an inch measured by the DCTV weather station. Moisture for the new month is 16 hundredths of an inch. And now I'll be giving you Big Map. Rain and snow is falling in Washington and into North California. 3 highs from Oregon into New Mexico are keeping the west and the center of the U.S. clear. Snow is falling from East Minnesota over the Great Lakes and west into New York. 3 more highs from Texas into the Virginias have brought clear skies to most of the east part of the country. The exception to clear skies is from Virginia into North Florida, where there is rain. And now I'll be giving you 5-day forecast. Tuesday, Thursday, partly sunny, high 40, low 11. Friday, partly sunny, high 42, low 22. Saturday, chance of snow, high 44, low 23. Sunday, chance of rain and snow, high 39, low 23. Monday, chance of snow, high 34, low 12. Now for our climate change report. This is climatologist, and I'll be giving you the CO2 report. Carbon dioxide, CO2, is one of the principal causes of climate change, and it is important that we report the CO2 weekly change. CO2 traps heat in the atmosphere, which causes climate instability, resulting in significant swings worldwide of moisture and hot and cold temperatures. The following are the CO2 numbers for this week. CO2 for the week of January 23, 2016, in parts per million is 402.56. CO2 2 weeks ago, 402.48. CO2 last year, 399.48. CO2 10 years ago, 381.47. CO2 50 years ago was 320.62. Thank you, Dr. Peter Tanz of the National Oceanographic and Atmospheric Administration, and Michael McGee of the CO2 Earth website for this information. Remember, you can help keep our kids' news show on the air by buying a sponsorship. To buy a sponsorship, just call 970-677-4119. Thank you. Now back to our news director.
That's the end of today's DCTV 4-H news program. This is News Director Brennan saying good night and thank you for watching.